everybody, and thank you so much for coming to this reading today. We are going to look at the 10-10 energy of tomorrow, which is October 10th. There is a portal that opens up for activation. You can find multiple meditations to help you awaken and help you activate some energy that maybe you have dormant. So we're going to look in the energy of everybody, all of the signs. I'm not going to split this up because we're not doing each sign. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually look at 3 aspects of the 10-10 energy. And that is, the first one is, what are we seeing differently? Like, what is our new perspective about what's going on? So we're in Mercury Retrograde until October 18th, and we just had a new moon in Libra, and we have the sun is in Libra, which is going to be moving into Scorpio in about a week or so, a couple of weeks, I think around the 13th or something. So I want to know what our new perspective is with all of that energy. I want to know, what are we transforming, and I want to know about our wishes. I want to know about the things that are in our heart that we're wishing for, and I'm gonna ask the universe to give us some information. So this is a general reading and will not resonate with every single person, but if you are here, there's a reason why you're here. So remember that these energies can be reversed. So if I'm talking about a specific person and you realize that that's you and not in somebody else, it's just switched up in your experience, and that's fine. Just assign the rules as you please. Because these energies, there's so many people in the world and we're all playing with the same energy. It just looks differently in all of our lives. If the reading does not resonate with you, just stick around, because these messages are timeless. So it doesn't matter when you're brought to this reading in this channel, there's something in it for you. And during this reading and all of my readings, the angels are bringing the Holy Fire Reiki energy to you. If you're wanting to see the Mercury Retrograde that I did for all of the signs, it's in the link above on the top of the screen. And I always have suggested videos at the end. I am doing personal readings, so check out the link in the description box down below. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. I want to thank all the people who helped me get to 2,000 subscribers, and I'm going to be doing the mid-month readings very soon. So if you're new here, I want to thank you for coming and checking out my channel. I want to thank all the people who've donated, clicked the links in my description box, had personal readings for me, watched ads that are associated with my videos, and watched my videos multiple times, called, text me, wrote comments, all of those, and shared my videos. Thank you so much. I'm going to go for a goal of 3,000 subscribers. If you're not yet subscribed and you'd like to support this channel, please take a second to do so. If you think that you are already subscribed, please make sure that you are, because YouTube sometimes takes subscribers off. So just check to make sure you're subscribed to all the channels you still want to be subscribed to. Because if you haven't been to a channel in a while, I think they take it off. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to start with the Hangman, because I want to know what perspectives are, what energy are we playing with? What energy are we looking at when we're talking about the new perspective that we have with this 10-10 portal? So you can go multiple places to find meditations and things like that to work with this energy. Okay, so this is a 5-card spread. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's start with this and see where we're at. I'm going to bring these down because this is what I'm doing next. Okay, so the overall energy has to do with the Queen of Cups and maybe feeling of defensive. So something that we were defensive about before in the past, something that we felt like it was a last stand. So some of you guys may be going through some sort of experience in your life where you feel like this is it. It's a now or never kind of moment, maybe. It's like, this is it, or I may not get the chance ever again, so I need to actually do this. So something that maybe you were defensive about in the past, but now you're kind of gritting through it and looking at it just in a new way. Maybe you were defensive because you didn't have all of the information that you have now, and so maybe that's what was going on. And it has to do with your Queen of Cups, and this could be male or female. The energy of the Queen of Cups is a very loving person. She's this energy is very super intuitive and nurturing, and this person makes you happy. This person is loving, they're caring, they just make the world a better place, and you just want to follow your heart and follow your dreams, and you want this to be a good relationship. Now, when we're talking about relationship, it doesn't always have to be love. Some of you guys, there is maybe a parent or something that you just really love, or somebody that you look up to, a mentor, or just a really great friend that you want back into your life or something like that. So there's just a brand new perspective about someone in your life, because remember, it looks so different for all of us. The first card that we're going to talk about is how you are feeling. So we're at the energy of being done with something, like laying it to rest, being done with, maybe you were angry at this person for something. Maybe you blame this person or they blamed you or something like that. But it's where you're ready to let bygones be bygones, and just you're ready to move forward with this person in a different way. So the Four of Swords is about relaxing through this energy, meditating a lot more, contemplating on this energy. So you're just feeling like you want a deeper connection with this person, and you feel like you need to let go of some things so that you can actually have a more connected relationship. The thing that's supporting you emotionally right now is this Judgment card, and the Judgment card is about reviewing your life. So you've looked in your past, you've looked in your life, and you've said to yourself, I did the best I could, they did the best they could. Not everybody, nobody knows everything. There's no way they could have known this. There's no way I could have known that. And you're just giving yourself a lot of grace, and you're giving this person a lot of grace as well. And that's a beautiful place to be if you're wanting to have a more connected relationship with someone. You have to first see it from their perspective and have more of an openness about yourself on learning how maybe that person didn't have all of their ducks in a row, or maybe they were too young to understand what was happening. So like if it was a parent-child relationship, which some of you guys, I'm hearing this is the thing, is maybe your parents were young, or your parent was young and they just didn't know how to be a good parent. You know, it could be something like that. That's just the example that they're giving me. What supports you logically, or practically in the world right now about this new perception, about the new way of looking at things, is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about not giving up. It's about perseverance and maintaining your control over yourself and over your feelings. And that is the logical perspective that is actually helping you get through this, and helping you have the motivation and the energy and the courage to move past all of the other stuff, to kind of move into this newer energy and this new way of looking at this and being. Another way to view this situation that we're all going through, this new perspective, is actually by looking at it as a tower. And the tower is actually a great thing because it breaks down our limitations, the way we think about things. Like, this is new perspective. So yeah, this would be definitely a different way to look at the new perspective, would be to have the tower moment. So it's saying that you have to get rid of the old way of thinking in order to bring in newness in your life. So you can't keep hanging around the same people that make you feel bad and expect that one day they're going to make you feel good. No, there are people in the world that actually help you to feel good. I was just talking to a really good friend of mine about this just recently, about surrounding yourself with people that are making you feel good. So this person was a person that every time she would be with people, they would drain her energy and make her feel really bad about herself. And so we had a really long conversation about doing your best to identify those people and look for the people that are actually bringing love into your life and love into your experience, because those are the ones that you want to surround yourself with, not people who are draining you and then criticizing you and not willing to give you love, not willing to, like, they'll take your love all day long, but are they willing to give you love when you need it, or just willing to just give it back to you once you give it to them? Are they willing to give some of it up so you can be happy too? So the tower moment is definitely a different way of looking at this perspective of just breaking down our old self, and so we can bring in the self that we're looking for, bring in our wishes. We're going to talk about wishes in a second, because that's the next group of cards that we're going to bring. Okay. The outcome of this situation is it was always heavenly guided. It was written in your soul contract that it was going to happen in this way. So if you want to think about it logically, that's the logical perspective that I would go for, and say something like, yeah, all of this crappy stuff happened, and I didn't know what I didn't know, and they didn't know what they didn't know, and if I would have known, I would have made different choices and stuff like that. Instead of doing it like that, you can say, this is meant to be the way that it's supposed to be. Like, for my complete happiness and for my greatest happiness, it had to be this way. Sometimes we have to go through the greatest amount of suffering in order to find the greatest amount of happiness. And what happens sometimes is that we get stuck in the suffering, but we don't need to be there anymore. We can actually pull ourselves out, or have somebody pull us out, or whatever. And then we are able to have the tower moment that brings us into our happiness. Okay, because there's that saying, the only way is up. Like, once you're way down, there's no other way. It's like all there is up from here. So might as well do that. That is beautiful. Let's see what else is going on. I like this energy, this 10-10 energy. So that was cool. That's all the hangman stuff. Like, what are we looking in a different perspective? Very good. The next thing I want to look at is the transformation. So we do have this card right here, which is transformation. It looks really scary. Not all transformations are pretty, right? All right, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to take all of these cards back because I need them. Because now what we're going to do is focus in on the transformation card. This is the death card. With every death, there is a new beginning. Okay? It's like they're giving me the vision of, like, when my daughter was born, my father passed. When my son was born, my grandmother passed. So it's like with every death, there's a new beginning. And same thing energetically. Our cells are continually dying every moment, but every moment, new cells are being born. And we want the old cells to die that are in our bodies. I'm not talking about my loved ones, because I loved my loved ones, but like, you want the old cells to die with that old information. You don't want it to reproduce into the new cells with that old information. So what we do is we do want those old cells what's inside of our body to be done, so that we can move into being a different person. Because every month you have a whole new set of blood cells. Every month. Now, your muscle cells take longer, because your bones take a little bit longer to heal. So sometimes, your organs and things, they have a different amount of healing time. So that basically is saying, when we're talking about healing, we're talking about cell death and cell regeneration, right? So let's look at this. Okay. So what we're looking at right now is we're looking at what past issues need to be released and what will be the outcome if you do. Okay? Here we go. 1. Okay, I want to clarify those because I just want a complete picture of what we're talking about here. So there's a way that you saw yourself. That's interesting. Okay, I'm already hearing stuff because I'm looking at the pictures and they're starting to tell me stuff. Okay, so the overall energy is the Ace of Pentacles when we're talking specifically about death and transformation. And it's about a reunion and justice on both sides. So what does that mean? It means that we're going to look at this in a second and how can we get this, but the overall energy of the Ace of Pentacles is about being very prosperous and happy. It's about your contentment and your happiness. And it's about feeling like maybe you don't deserve all the happiness that is coming your way because you have a lot of core programming that kind of messed that up for you. But it's about wanting this reunion to happen. And that both of you would get your sorries and both of you would get your justice from each other, from learning more about what you need to be, what needs to be healed. When you gain a bigger perspective about the situation from someone else's eyes, there's a lot of healing that comes from that. So let's move on and see what they're saying. So the past that needs to be released is this Page of Pentacles is basically saying there has been some procrastination on the side of the person who needs to come forward as the Chariot. And the Chariot is coming fast with love. So the thing that needs to be released in order for you to move forward is the lack of progress that has not been made because of procrastination is holding back the manifestation. It's making the universe have to recreate, because you have free will. If you procrastinate on something that you think, oh my gosh, I really want to do this. No, I'm not going to do it. Oh my gosh, I really want to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. If you keep doing that and the universe has set it up perfectly and the energy is perfect and it's pushing you in that direction, and if you turn around and say, I'm not going to do it, then the universe has to manipulate the energy again and make it all happen again. So, and that's the whole Mercury retrograde thing. It's pulling out all the stops right now. We got Mercury retrograde, we have the 1010 portal, we had the Lion's Gate. There's just energy after energy after energy to help you move into this new direction. And every time you turn around and say you're not going to do it, then the universe has to make it happen again and create the opportunity for you again. And they're going to continue to do it over and over, except for the only issue with that is when you don't do what the universe is pushing you forward to, and you turn around because of fear, or you turn around because of lack of self-esteem or self-doubt, you're creating more karmic stuff that's happening in your side of the situation. So, meaning that there gets to be harder lessons. The harder lessons are to make you desire more and have a stronger desire to where you will finally do what the universe is showing you to do for your happiness. They've been pushing you in the direction and you keep turning around and pushing in the direction. Nope, I'm going to turn around. Well, then they'll throw a karmic situation that will make you, I don't want to say hate your life, but be really angry, or be really sad or whatever, to the point where you in your heart keep manifesting and manifesting and manifesting and manifesting a new happiness. So, and the universe is going to bring it to you, but you have to move into the direction. So that's the thing that's holding you back, is this procrastination, this lack of progress on your side. Right? These roles can be reversed, so it could be lack of progress on someone else's side as well. But if you're the one who's supposed to start, it's the divine masculines that are supposed to be coming into the divine feminine. Doesn't matter what gender you are, because women can hold divine masculine and men can hold divine feminine. So just be aware of that. But it's generally the divine masculine that needs to go forward. And a soulmate or a twin flame does not necessarily have to be a love. It can be a really deep friendship. It can be a parent-child relationship. So if you're like, oh, I'm not into love and I don't have that, that's okay. Everybody's life is so different. So what it's saying is that you are supposed to move really, really fast. And this is the energy of Cancer. It doesn't mean that you have to be a Cancer. It doesn't mean you have to be going towards a Cancer. It's just saying that love energy of a Cancer. If you ever met a Cancer, they're so loving. They're your nurses that just love you, the teachers that you fell in love with when you were a kid. Cancers are just full of love. So it's saying you're supposed to be bringing your love to someone. And so let's see, if you have your transformation, what does that mean that's going to be happening? What's your outcome? Is that you finally get to walk away from your entrapment. So in this card, this lady is not really trapped. She has these is like gauze bandages. If you guys ever had gauze bandages, they're like, you could totally take those off. It's not twine or, some kind of really difficult thing to get your hands out of or get your body out of. This is like literally paper gauze stuff that you can, blow off with your air if you really wanted to. But so basically they're saying that you're going to realize the entrapment that has been making you sad for your life, and you're going to be able to take off the blindfold and these bandages. And she's not even really trapped, because it's actually all the swords are behind her, so she could actually take all of that off and walk right out of that. So you're going to be able to walk out of the things that make you feel trapped, that make you sad. This card is a card of self-imposed restriction. It's about victim mentality and self-limiting beliefs. So you're going to be able to have a new perspective and inner peace and inner love, self-love, because everything that you've been going through is just a perspective and about the limitations that you have in life, which was the karmic lesson that we all have. We all have these situations that we see so differently. We have a full moon coming up. I think it's a full moon in Aries, which is going to be amazing. I don't know, don't quote me on that because I'm not really sure, but I do know that we have a full moon coming up. And so this is a karmic lesson. What you were supposed to be doing, we're all coming here to learn about self-love. Divine masculines are learning about vulnerability. Divine feminines are learning about their self-worth. And then you're going to be able to finish up with that karmic lesson and that soul contract and the way that it was presented. All right, the last card we're going to focus on is the Star card. And this is the card of hope. It is the card of your wishes and your desires. It is the card of being heavenly guided towards something. So we're going to focus in on that. It's your wishes. We want to know, we looked at the new perspective, we looked at our transformation and what we need to release, and now we're going to look specifically at our wishes. All right, let's shuffle these. And one, two. Okay, so with our wishes, a lot of us have had to have strength because we've been waiting a long time for this wish to come true. And it has to do with this King of Cups. And the King of Cups is not one of my favorite kings. My favorite kings are actually the King of Pentacles because he's very generous and he's reliable, he's loyal. And the King of Swords, because the King of Swords, he makes good judgments, he takes charge, and he is the sword of truth. But the King of Cups is a king that has a lot of love, but is not giving all of it. There's a holding back energy. This would be the energy of a divine masculine energy, is that somebody has been holding on with this, about this King of Cups. Now the King of Cups, although he's very charismatic and warm-hearted, he's sociable and people like him a lot, and but the thing with him is that he controls his feelings. He's not very open. He is an ideal romantic partner though, because if you can get him there, and this doesn't matter if it's male or female, we're not necessarily talking about, but we are a little bit talking about the divine masculine though, because this is saying that if you can get him to an emotional romantic place, like, you will not be sad. Like, you're going to be amazed by the amount of love that can come out of this person. There is a ton of love. See, he's wearing blue, which is emotional. There's a lot of emotional love. There's a lot of happiness. But what's surrounding his heart is this guarded thing right here. And so he's a little bit guarded. The card you wanted here is actually the Queen of Cups, but the King of Cups is good too. He is royalty, right? But the King of Cups can spend a lot of time processing his feelings and not really doing anything about it. So that might be the procrastination part of it, that you've been waiting for your wishes because there has been some procrastination around it, okay? But he does follow his heart and his intuition. It's just sometimes I feel like there's deeper love than he will actually admit or be open about. So let's find out though a little bit more. The card that represents you right now is this Queen of Pentacles, because that's the overall energy about what we're talking about, is having strength about this divine masculine situation. Now that could be you, or it could be the person that you're thinking about. Doesn't necessarily have to be love either. It could be many different ways. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is what you are. You're feeling very, very affectionate, and you feel wise. You're making good decisions right now. You feel like you're able to take care of your body and your money and your mind. You feel really good. Like, even though we're Mercury Retrograde, it feels to me like, even though you can see what's going on and you're recognizing it a lot more, and you're not taking things so personally, and you're not like having victim mentality as to why this is happening to me. You go, oh, okay, yeah, okay, this is coming up again. What am I gonna do? How, like, you're more logical about what's going on instead of going to this emotional, destructive place. So no, the Queen of Pentacles, she's amazing, actually. She's well off. She feels, I mean, she's just a reliable person to be around. She's very nurturing and practical, and she just feels really good about her independence. She's a very independent person. Your wish that is coming up for this 10/10 portal all the way into the end of October, or more so depending on your timeline of your life, is this reunion. So your wish is to be reunited with someone, or having this reunited energy, or having this energy of the past again into your life. Something that you cherished a lot, but maybe you gave it up, or you just went on with your life, and now you're wanting it again. Like, you're wanting this reunion, you're wanting this celebration. The outcome of your wish is that you're going to be getting the Queen of Cups. That is gorgeous. That's exactly where we wanted the Queen. If we can't get the Queen here, we wanted her here, because she's more loving than him. She will actually shower you with love, and that's what you want in the outcome. Beautiful. Well, lucky us. She's that motherly love, the motherly love that maybe you never got, but always searched for in your life. And you might be older now, and you're like, well, I'm like older, what do I need a motherly love for? But we're always looking for that motherly love, somebody to take care of us. You know, somebody to take care of our love. Doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, this person takes care of me, you know, like they're my caregiver or something like that. No, it's about somebody recognizing your worth and loving you for your worth. And you don't have to be like this, like do special things for them. They just see how amazing you are. That's the Queen of Cups. She can see how amazing people are because she can see their soul self. It doesn't matter to her what you do, you know, like what kind of job you have, what kind of money you have. That stuff doesn't matter. Because what the Queen of Cups knows is that she knows that a lot of times people don't do as well in life because they don't have the love. And she feels like if I just give you the love that you need, you will prosper. It's like if I fill your cup, you will fill your own cup and go on about your day and do the best that you can. It's like that saying, behind every good man is a something woman, like that supports him and loves him and stuff like that. Like, just saying, I'm just using that saying, I'm not saying that, but behind every successful person, let's put it that way, there is another person that is filling their cup and helping them. Now, hopefully that would be a reciprocated love, where once they fill your cup, that you fill theirs, that you're not just like expecting them to fill your cup all the time and then you don't do anything, because that's a very narcissistic, codependent relationship. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about someone that can see your worth and doesn't have a problem telling you that they love you, and doesn't have a problem showing you that love and rewarding, like it's almost like rewarding you for being you and what you always wanted someone to do. That's interesting. So that's a beautiful wish. What's hindering you right now is this pessimistic attitude of things not going your way, the victim mentality, or just not looking at the bigger picture and kind of looking more at the details as small details and not overcoming those challenges. So like maybe you want to go forward to someone and you're not doing it because you're talking yourself out of it. Or maybe, and you're just, if you do that, you're just talking yourself out of love. You're talking yourself out of an opportunity to actually get your wish fulfilled, to actually get the manifestation. So now what are you doing? Manifesting out of fear? Because that is not where you want to be. Manifest out of hope. Manifest out of change. Manifest out of transformation and balance and equal give and take and the things that you need in life instead of through fear. So the Five of Cups is about focusing too much on loss and grief. Maybe you're mourning a lot and that's making it hard for you to get into a higher vibration. Maybe you're looking at your life and you're feeling disappointed or regret. Like, man, how did I not see what I see now? Well, you weren't supposed to. God put an illusion there for a reason. So that you would have made the choices, because you're going to get greater soul growth from the fact that you didn't do what you said that you would do right now. Like if you knew, like, oh, I would do this if I knew. Okay, well, I hear that. And you didn't. So move on. All right. So the Five of Cups is, it's hard for you to find peace. It's hard for you to move on. You're not accepting where you are, and you're disgruntled about it, resentment about it, and that's just not the place that you're going to be able to manifest your dreams from. You're not going to get a Queen of Cups by having this energy right here, by looking always at the cups that are spilled over. Well, what about the cup that's behind you, that's standing up right here, that's always been there, waiting, waiting, right? So just always been there. Like the clicking of a clock, right? Just waiting patiently with their strength, waiting for the divine masculine to come in, right? This divine masculine energy to come in. But no, the divine masculine's too busy over here, looking at the spilled cups, crying over spilled milk. No use crying over spilled perfume. Right? You're crying over some spilled perfume. I don't know what you're doing over there, but you're wasting time. Right? It's just, you're wasting time. So that's what this whole strength card is having the strength to move through this. Strength, the opposite of strength is this fear of disappointment, of sadness. Oh, I'm never going to be good enough for them. If you only knew how good enough you were for them, you would be so like, I can't even believe I sat there and stared at those cups on the floor for so long. If you only just knew how much love this person has for you in their heart, oh my gosh, you wouldn't even waste your time looking at those cups on the floor. You know, it's like, you ever watch a movie and you can see how much love the other person has for the other person, and then that person doesn't know, so they go do a bunch of stupid stuff, and you're like, oh, you're like, I don't know, like, I guess the movie that's coming to my mind is You Got Mail, from a long time ago, and just you could see, like, when they're writing their emails, how much love they have for each other, right? And all you want to do when she goes into that bookstore where she meets him, all you want them to do is like to not waste time. Don't waste any time. Get right to that love scene. You know what I mean? Like, get right to don't waste time arguing. Don't waste time looking at the past. Don't waste time looking for your disappointment and self-sabotaging this relationship. Go right to the love, because it's there. God put this person in your life so that you would have love. You already lived the hardest things in your life. Why do you keep recycling them and keep living it when you could move forward? Okay. The next card is, what is helping you? What brings help? Oh, it's the Page of Cups. Love is helping you. Love is on your side. Love is the thing that's helping you. But if you get into this energy right here, you're blocking it. You're blocking all the love. But you have everything. The fact that you're a dreamer. And when you get into that space of dreaming, and you get into the space of being intuitive and following your intuition, and you're just really enjoying life, you know, it's like that's what's helping you. And that's what's going to help you get to the Queen of Cups, is staying in this energy opposed to this other energy, which is just self-sabotaging you. It doesn't matter if you come to the Queen of Cups like a page. She's ready to give you love. Like, it doesn't matter if you, hey, you know, hey, how you doing? Here's my cup of love. She'll be like, all right, I don't care if you're a page. Remember, she doesn't care. She doesn't care if you're a page. She doesn't care if you're a pauper. She doesn't care. She doesn't care if you are rich, poor. She don't care. Because what she sees is the love. She sees your soul self. She doesn't even care that this is a young, immature, mature person. Doesn't have to be even like, this could be like a 50-year-old and still wearing the page of cups energy. You know, it doesn't matter. And the Queen of Cups knows that there's a lot of love in there. So she's just like, hi, how are you? I'm so glad that you came. And then, here's my cup of love. I've been waiting like a zillion years for you to come and bring that cup of love to me, but she's not even facing him. There you go. There you go. Oh, but I'm so shy. I'm looking away. And she's not looking away. She's looking right at you in your heart. Look at that. I'm looking right at you in your heart. I see who you are. It's okay. You know, I mean, that's awesome. So let's let's find out what some advice is through all of that, what we learned through the 10-10 energy. I'm really glad I did this energy reading today. It was on my heart all day. I was just finding the time to actually do it. So let's find out what the universe wants us to do. It's time to release that negativity. Here it comes up again. Get rid of that crap. It's just holding you back. And your hard work is paying off. You know, you may be coming as a page, but the hard work is going to show with the Queen of Cups. No matter how much you think the Queen of Cups is more mature than you or more grown than you or whatever, the Queen, she don't care. Honey Badger don't care. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if you guys ever seen the Honey Badger video, but that was hilarious a long time ago. Honey Badger don't care. Anyway, you're really close to achieving your goal. So just keep your head up and keep doing it. Before I close out, though, I do want to pull some good love cards on what they're thinking about you, because we do have some love in this situation. Not for everybody. I didn't read it for everybody as a romantic love. But let's go ahead, and if you don't want to know those, then you don't have to stay. But let's stay for those people who do want to know about what their lover is thinking about them. Are you ready? Are you ready, Freddie? Yes. All right. Oh my gosh, I can't even shuffle today. There we go. What's your lover thinking? Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Oh, yes, this is beautiful. Okay, so I desire you deeply and eternally. Yes. Can we just kiss all night? Like, can I just kiss you all night? Oh my gosh. I love it. I can't face you right now. The intensity between us scares me. Oh my gosh, stop it. That's what we need to get rid of. Bye. No more. Oh, I'm just too scared. I just can't do it. Whatever. Come on now. Grow up. Grow a pair. Come on in, right? All right, our connection is so beautiful, but it's also painful and confusing as hell. Yeah, I get it. So I guess if this person is going through a lot of this still releasing and stuff, do you really want them to come in that quick? You probably want them to do what they need to do so they don't bring in a bunch of anger. So it's probably a good thing that it's taking some time. However, let's dig in some more. Yeah, I mean, I was just talking, I did some readings for people the other, like last Friday or whatever, in person, and there was a lady, and man, she was going through a deep twin flame relationship, and it was a beautiful reading, but I was like, he's trying to heal. Do you really want him to come in? And because a lot of times, that's what I kept reading that night, was their people didn't want them to feel pain too. Like they didn't want them. It's almost like if you tell how they feel is if you tell someone about the abuse, then now they're hurting too. Where if you just dealt with it on your own, then they won't have to hurt too. It's kind of a weird way to look at it, to be honest, because a lot of the times we need other people to heal, to help us heal, to help us walk through it, to help us gain new perspective, to help us reframe what happened to us in our lives. But I get it. The darkness is dark. And do you really want them to come to you in the darkness? So I told her, I said, just hold the light until he's ready. And so yeah, there is, oh, okay, this is so beautiful. This person knows that they messed everything up and they're feeling really bad and regretful about it. They're like kicking themselves for not following their heart and their intuition and coming towards you. We just don't know what we don't know, okay? But they replay the conversations that you guys had and have over and over and over and over again to almost kind of find some detail on how to come forward to you. It's just they're so secretive that they wish that they could share their good news with you because you were a part of that and they would want to celebrate with you and honor you and help you to see how valuable you are in their lives. But they haven't been able to do that because they haven't come forward yet. So I understand that. But you speak to them through music, so please keep doing your music stuff that you keep doing, whatever that may be, because you're actually helping, you know, you're sending out the light when you do that, you know? So I told this girl, I said, just keep shining bright, just keep shining bright. Don't let your, the light go down, you know what I mean? So don't let it dim. Don't let the sun go down. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Okay. So here's the thing. We do have true love coming in for some of you guys. It's happening really soon. They're getting the courage to finally come forward. They've had enough healing that they're finally going to come forward. It's going to be different for everybody's timeline. That's why sometimes I don't like to say that it's coming forward, because there's just too many people listening. And you'll hear people on YouTube that go, oh my gosh, they're coming in tomorrow. My person has been coming in tomorrow for about 9 months now. No, I'm just kidding. Not 9. Yeah. What is this? Is this, oh, October, about 10 months now. My person has been coming in tomorrow. So I'm not going to say that for all of you, but I do know that the energy is there. If they want to access the energy, if they don't sabotage it with their free will, they have the ability, and the universe is supporting them to come in at this moment. And they've been supporting them to come in for 10 months. So hopefully they will. When they do, pay attention to red flags. All the red flags are going to do, it's not that it's the red flags are going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving. I don't think you're going to separate from this person. It's more like the red flags so that you can work on the relationship and mold it in the way that would be best for both of you. So you're going to say things that'll bring up a red flag for them, and then they'll want to talk about it, and then they'll say things that'll bring up a red flag for you. But that's a mature way of being in a relationship. That you go, oh my gosh, when you said blah, 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 did you mean blah, blah, or did you mean blah, blah? You know what I mean? and let them explain themselves, and then you would go, oh, well, you just kind of just talk to them like a human being would talk to another human being. But it's going to be about getting to know each other all over again. That is so beautiful, because getting to know each other is such a great phase. So that's wonderful. And then it's about you guys both making the effort to make this work and make this happen this time. And so that is beautiful. I love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming to this reading. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you for sharing my videos as well. Also, on the screen is the Mercury Retrograde reading that I did. Don't forget to check out your playlists for your sign. Soon I will be doing the mid-month readings. I have someone coming in town, so I need to get it done before that person gets here. So I'll be busting them out probably in the next couple of days. You guys have a great night. Bye!